Hello, welcome to this channel again. In this video, what I am going to discuss is I have this question which says obtain data for I is equal to 1 to 500 and their square using awk command. Okay, uh, this is first video in this channel about awk awk command, and hence plot square of numbers versus numbers. Also generate data for cos x in awk for x from minus 2 times pi to 2 times pi and plot it. Okay, there are two questions. One is this part of question and another is from here. Okay, and this question was asked in MSc Physics third semester computational physics exam. Okay, uh, so some of my friends were confused about especially solving this part. Okay, and so in this video I am going to explain how to solve it and this one as well. Okay, using awk command in terminal. Okay, so for this let's open terminal first. Okay, by pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus T at once. Okay, and the terminal opens like this. Okay, uh, this term may be different in your case from mine. Okay, other is same. Okay, so I'm going to open it, use desktop directory. So let's go to desktop. Okay, and desktop there is no file. Okay, so I want to create here a directory, okay, called computational. Okay, so now you can see there computational, and I want to go to that directory as well. So okay, and this is empty now. This computational directory is empty now. So in here, in this directory, I will be creating a data file, okay, containing these two parts, data of these two parts. So one is data from I is equal to 1 to 500 and another is value of cos x as well as that of x. Okay, so for this we have to use awk command, and let's do the first part first. Okay, I is equal to 1 to 500 terms. Okay, so for this we have to use awk command. Simply type awk awk and single quoted bracket. Here you have to type begin. Okay, begin and is curly bracket, and there you type for small bracket. Okay, and there we have given I is equal to 1 to, okay, here we use semicolon. Okay, I to I less than or equal to 500. Okay, here also semicolon, I and plus plus. So using this command we have to print I and I square. Okay, for square we use double star here. Okay, or simply you can use I star I. Okay, your star means multiplication. Okay, so after typing this much command, press enter and it displays the data as this. Okay, data Okay, there are 500 pairs of data. This is I or numbers from 1 to 5, 500, and this is square of this column is square of those numbers. Okay, now we have to save this data in a file. Okay, so I am going to save create the file containing this data in this directory. Okay, so for this what we have to do is simply this code and greater than sign and name the file of that data and press enter. Okay, so I have given the file of the name of the file as data.dat. Okay, after typing this, if you click enter, then the data will be created. Now if you check the directory, there is a data.dat file. Okay, if you want to see the see what are there inside this data file, then simply you can check that by typing cat and the name of that file and simply press enter, and it shows this data. Okay, so these data are saved in this file. Okay, so this is how you can create the numbers and their squares by using awk command. Now you have to plot this column versus this column. Okay, numbers and their squares. So for this we have to go to any plotting tools. So here I am going to use GNU plot, or you can use XMGrace as well. So I am showing you to plot in GNU plot. Okay, so type GNU plot in the directory where that data file is saved. So that data file is in computational directory, so I am opening GNU plot in this directory. Okay, so press enter and it shows like this. Here to plot the data, what you have to type is plot and then name of that data file. Okay, inside the single quoted bracket with what you want to, with a line or point. So I want to plot that as line, so W means width and L means line. Okay, so plot this data with line. Okay, so there are two columns, so here I use 1:2. Okay, this means plot this data with using, U means using column 1 as x-axis and column 2 as y-axis. Okay, so with lines. Now if you click enter after typing this much command or code, it shows like this. Okay, this is the number, these are the numbers from 1 to 500, and this axis shows their squares. Okay, you can change this title as well. So how to change that? So again type that code and simply say title, what is this, inside the bracket, okay, single quoted bracket, I square versus I. Okay, so here what you can type is plot of. Okay, now after typing this much, again press enter and it shows like this. So this is the plot. Okay, you can say the legend. Okay, in a similar way you can change the x level, y level. Let me show you this for this. Okay, set what is their x, okay, y y label I give it as name I square. Okay, y label is I square, and set x label. Okay, this is name of x axis and this is I. Okay, I means numbers here. So plot, enter and say replot. Okay, and what it shows is this. Okay, this is I square on y axis, this is I in on x axis. Okay, from here you can save the image as per your requirement as PDF, as export to SVG, or if you want to save it as image, then go to here and you can type it here. Okay, so type the name of the image file. Okay, so I don't want to save it right now, so I cancel it. This is how you can solve plot for this part. Okay, now let's move to the second part, for which we have to create the data for cos x, for x is equal to minus 2 times pi to 2 pi. Okay, now let's first of all let's create the data for cos x. For this we have to quit GNU plot. Okay, let me clear it. Okay, clear it first. Now I am in computational directory. Okay, where I have a file this. Okay, which contains number and their squares. Now for cos x, simply other codes are same. Where you have to change it is just in place of I we have to use x, x and x here as well. Okay, x here as well, and here this is minus 2 times this, and here also 2 times pi, so I have to write the value of pi here. Okay, here and here. Okay, this is not 5 this is not necessary here, so here I equals I less than or equal to 2 times pi. Let me open calculator here. So I think there must be I don't know there I can find here value of pi or not. Let me go to option here, so advanced mode. I think there must be pi. Okay, this is pi, you can see this is pi. Okay, if you click any other option, no other option, so you click enter, it gives value of pi. Okay, this is value of pi, and copy it and paste it. Okay, paste it here. Okay, isn't it copied? Okay, it is not copied yet. Why? Copy. I think I have to paste it like this. Okay, and here as well, simply paste it. Okay, so this is x is equal to minus 2 times pi, and this is x is equal to x less than or equal to 2 times pi. Okay, and this is x. Now in place of, for printing the data, in place of I type x, and in place of I square I simply type x. Okay, cos x. Okay, and let me show you the data first. Okay, this is this column is this column represents the value of pi, okay, value of x or range of x, and this column shows or represents the value of cos x corresponding to these values. Okay, so this is how you can create the values of cos x. Now we have to save this data in this directory. Okay, so for this, simply what you have to do is greater than sign and name the give the name for the file and that. Okay, we have already data.dat there, so I type data1.dat. okay, and press enter. Okay, now we have two files there. Okay, this contains x and cos x, this contains the number and there is squares. Okay, we have to plot this data now. So for this, simply as before, go to GNU plot. Okay, go to GNU plot and simply type plot. Inside the single quoted bracket, type data 1. Okay, data 1. Okay, using, u means using, column 1 as x-axis and column 2 as y-axis with what line? Okay, with line. Okay, if you press enter after typing this much code, the plot is like this. Okay, so if you use here p, this means point. Okay, p means point, l means line. Okay, if you use plot it with point in place of instead of line, then the plot will be like this. Okay, these are the point. I think you can see this, I hope. These are the point, or you can plot it with a line point as well, lp. Okay, in this case it will look like this. These are the points. Okay, so let compare it with the standard plot of cos x. Okay, so for standard plot of cos x, simply type cos x with what line. Okay, and for that data, let me give it line width as 2. Okay, let me give it line width as 1.5 and line color as 127. Okay, it will be red. And for standard cos x, I plot it with line, l means line, and and mm, line width I use 2 and line color is okay, black. 8 means black. Oh, press enter and go to the plot and it shows like this. So here red means the plot of the data we have created. Okay, for cos x, and the black curve shows the standard value, standard plot of the cos x. Okay, and you can compare these two plots. So there are some error with the plot of the data we have created using x is equal to minus 2 times pi to 2 pi. Okay, so in somewhere here up to this range, both plot are same, and here also is somehow same, here somehow same, and it both curve or both plot satisfy each other. Okay, so but in this region, this region, this region, this region, the plots differ from each other. Okay, so you can explain it as your requirement in your answer sheet. Okay, and this is how these two curves can be, two plots can be compared. Okay, so in this way you can solve this problem. Don't be confused. Okay, so Now let me show you one thing, how to save this plot as image file. Okay, so you can simply go here or go here and export to image. Okay, and there is an option, I think you can see it, there is an option. Okay, where you can see it does not show how to. Okay, here says image file, and you can simply name it as cos x. Okay, cos x. Okay, and just save it, and let me show you how it looks like. Let me show you. Go to that directory, and where I have saved it in the desktop and computation. Okay, so this is png file. This is how you can save it. You can save it from terminal as well. So for this you can simply go to GNU plot, and here what you have to type is set term. Short form of terminal is term. png cairo. Okay, define the size, give its size as I use 1150 and 900. So now the terminal type is png cairo. Okay, so now you have to give the name of output. Set output. Name of output is we have already saved it as cos x, so let me name it as cos xx. Okay, dot png, so it is also a png file. Okay, and press enter and replot. Okay, type replot and press enter again. Now you can now quit the GNU plot, and you can see there two images. Okay, this is we have just created from terminal. Okay, so if you want to open it, go to that directory, and this is the plot. Okay, so there are two ways of saving the image files, from terminal and from the file option. Thank you for watching this much in video. In next videos I will be showing you how to solve other problems of computational physics exam. Okay, I will show you Ising model as well as other some methods, so stay connected with us for those videos as well. Okay, thank you so much.